Come here, son. Nephew. Young man. Let me holler at you. All right, this is part 2 on the subject matter dealing with the way you start things and the correlation to the way that you finish things. In other words, the way you start is the way you finish. Now, let's talk about actual events, your actual day, your year, something, a new milestone in your life, school, whatever. If you start off disciplined, motivated, and organized, or in other words, like in one of my past videos, if you plan, focus, and execute, you'll see good results. If you start without planning, if you start without an end goal in mind, no strategy, who knows what may happen? And you should treat every day as such. The way you start your day, and I made a video a while back about how I start my weeks off. I prefer to go to bed early on Sunday. Matter of fact, I'll just post a link. I need to actually do it this time too, because I know I say I'm gonna post links sometime and I don't do it. But I'm gonna make sure it happens today. I plan my days and I plan my weeks a certain way for a certain reason. Now, how about the way you start a job? Well, you know, if you don't show up, well, it used to be where if you don't show up on the first day, you get fired. But now, since nobody wants to work and they can't find anybody anywhere to work, you may be able to get away with that now, but I wouldn't gamble on it, because also that's the way you're going to finish. I'm an educator. If you start off the school year rough, you let the kids do what they want, and you know, you're like, hey, little Billy, we need you to go to class now, buddy. And little Billy's looking like, my name ain't even Billy, man. What you talking about? Oh, this dude here, chump. Hey, little Billy's gonna get on the phone and call his partners from the other schools, and they're gonna transfer there and they're gonna run it. You got 3 weeks to get it right. 3 weeks. If in the first 3 weeks, you hadn't gotten to school on pace, look out. Anyway, with that being said, you can apply that to anything in life. I was talking to the basketball players at the school I work at. They had a rough season. This is my alma mater too, by the way. I played basketball here too. And it was darn near a paramilitary operation. We practiced in the summer. The first few days of trials, we didn't even touch a ball. All we did was run. See, coach ain't have to cut anybody. The jokers who weren't prepared quit. So you had better had been in shape that summer. So those of us who were smart, we knew, hey man, go jogging, get your conditioning up before trials. Anyhow, we practice in the morning, we practice on Saturdays, we practice on some holidays, and we won a lot. It was seldom that we lost, but we were prepared a certain way. Well, you got a different type of kid out there now. Mama coming to the school saying, why my baby ain't getting no playing time? But have you sent him to any camps, any clinics? Are you making sure he's eating right? You know, is his dad working with him on any fundamentals? Are you sending them to a trainer? Aside from all that, is he even good? But we want to hand out consolation prizes now, okay? Anyhow, and I'm not saying that's the case with this particular team, but they're young. But there's a lot of them that are young. The entire team, all except 2, are freshmen. But I'm telling these guys, hey, next season starts now, because they had a rough season this year. Y'all need to be playing AAU basketball together, training together. When practice is over, go as many places where, you know, you can play decent pickup ball in a good environment and play together as often as possible. Y'all need to be watching film from this past year. They need to be on that super cat machine. They need to be working those calisthenics and maybe some light weights to get stronger, not too strong, not too heavy, but, you know, that quickness and explosiveness, and stay out of trouble together. Make sure their grades are right so everybody's eligible to play together. See, they were prepared with the 8th grade mindset going into being freshmen, and now they're playing against boys who are 16 and 17. But if they prepare now, the next October is going to be a whole different ball game. Because they got height, they got bodies, but they weren't prepared, they didn't plan, they didn't focus, and they didn't execute. And they got a hell of a coach. They got arguably, numerically, the best coach in the history of Louisiana basketball. But see, the thing about that planning, focus, executing, and preparation, you got to sacrifice. You can't have everything to eat. You can't go everywhere you want to go. If you want to pass that test, you have to start off the right way by literally preparing the whole school year. Studying for one test is one thing, but have you been paying attention? Have you been awake in class? Do you have your fundamentals in order from the previous years? On your job, you want a promotion? Okay, are you prepared to be promoted? Have you learned what you need to learn? Have you attended training? Have you been paying attention? You want to start your own business? Fine. Did you do your market analysis? Do you have your financing in order? Is there a market for what you want? Are you even good at what it is you're trying to do? Or is it just a buzzword and you're just jumping into it head first without the proper equipment, without the proper mindset, without the proper motivation, and without the proper skill set? Do you know how to market your business? Are you literally prepared for everything that encompasses a business? Or you just hear people saying, I want to start a business, let me jump into it. That's why most businesses fail, because they're not prepared. So anything in life, however you start it, if it starts off like a well-oiled machine, oh, you're going to finish. When you're coming down that straightaway, no problem. We getting it. We starting stronger than how we finished. You jump into it any old kind of way, when you hit that finish line, if you make it, you're going to barely make it. And when you get across that finish line, you better start thinking about the next race and preparing. But if you hit that finish line in stride, like a champion, you make sure you stay prepared, because that's another thing. Sometimes people prepare, get to the mountaintop, and fall off. So not only do you have to prepare to win, now you got to prepare to defend the championship and keep that mindset. Hit the like button, please. Please, please, please. Or hit the dislike button, please, please, please. That's fine too. I don't even know why I said please. That's up to you. You do whatever it is you feel like you want. Leave a comment. I used to block folks if they get out of line. You know what? I'm actually just sit there and watch it. I'm even hit the like button if you comment. No problem. You're welcome to interact with this page. Do share this information. I guarantee you there's young people who need this information, maybe even mid-20s to mid-30s people like my demographics say. And then for my older seasoned men out there may be some man out there who may need this information. Women, mothers, your children, your students, whoever may be able to use this information. But I guarantee you somebody can use it. And as always, never lose the will to win and never lose the will to survive.